In the quiet of the morning dew, I find a sanctuary, a holy light that guides my spirit through the heavy mist. Every breath I take is a testament to the unseen, waiting for the whisper of the angels to call my name.
Nel silenzio della notte cerco la tua nobile verità.
An ancient path carved in the stone of ancient time.
My heart is a temple where the incense of hope burns,
searching for the dawn that promises a world reborn.
rising like the incense smoke to reach the golden throne.
We offer up the fragments of a life we've known.
Higher than the mountains, deeper than the sea. This is our eternal prayer, a song that never fades, echoing through valleys and the darkest canyon shades.
With the million voices joined in harmony so pure,
Love is the salvation that will forever endure.
a sacred vow spoken to the sky above.
I walk upon the burning sand with faith as my only shield.
The stars are witnesses to the promises we yield.
No distance is too far for a soul that seeks the flame.
I shout the glory of your spirit, I invoke your name.
And in the middle of the storm
I see the beacon
a
shine
celestial map design.
by a weaver so divine.
I am but a
So for the melody of peace, praying for the day when all the earthly sorrows cease. Climbing through the clouds to touch the silver lining,
to wandering souls in a perfect cosmic aligning.
brighter than the sun, softer than the moon.
This is our eternal prayer, a song that never fades, echoing through valleys and the
Darkest canyon shades. With the million voices join in harmony so pure,
love is the salvation
that will forever endure. A sacred vow spoken to the sky above.
Sanctus, Sanctus, we cry into the vast unknown, building a cathedral from the seeds that we have sown.
No wall can hold the spirit, no chain can bind the light.
We are the guardians of the truth within the night. Hear the humble plea,
Grant us the strength to see
the miracles in everything.
our eternal prayer, a song that never fades. This is our eternal prayer, a song that never fades.
Echoing through valleys and the
Darkest canyon shades. With the million voices joined in harmony so pure,
love is the salvation
that will forever endure. A sacred vow, an endless light, all prayer of love. Amen. The spirit finds its way home in the hollow of your hand, eternal prayer. The desert sands are shifting under the blazing amber sun. A new adventure has already secretly begun. I see the shimmering of gold upon the distant ridge. Across the canyon of the past, we build a sturdy bridge. Oltre l'orizzonte dove il cielo sposa il mare, I travel miles just to see the morning star. The dust of yesterdays blown by the southern wind, a state of purity where the weary souls are disciplined. The colors of the afternoon are turning into fire, lifting our intentions and our deepest soul desire. The edge of the world is just the start. Look toward the golden horizon where the limits disappear. There is no room for hesitation or the shadow of fear. We are chasing after visions that are painted in the sky. Of destiny and learn the way to fly toward the warmth of an unending light. The mountains bow their heads to the majesty of gold. A story of 1,000 years is waiting to be told. I feel the rhythm of the earth beneath my leather boots, seeking the nourishment of the ancient sacred roots. I'll follow every trail that the burning embers leave, until the tapestry of wonder is the one I weave. There's a kingdom in the distance made of light and grace, where time is forgotten and we find our rightful place. Burning like a phoenix from the ashes of the dark, every single movement is a vital living spark, brighter than the jewels, richer than the crown. Look toward the golden horizon where the limits disappear. There is no room for hesitation or the shadow of a fear. We are chasing after visions that are painted in the sky. Spread the wings of destiny and learn the way to fly toward Silhouettes are lengthening across the dusty floor as the light of the afternoon exits through the door. I see the outlines of the memories we used to hold so tight, now blurring at the edges in the coming of the night. The shapes of our history are becoming pale and thin. L'oscurità cammina dove una volta c'era il sole. The ghosts of our conversations and the echo of the words, flying to the south like a flock of lonely birds. The darkness is a blanket that is covering the past, a reminder that the physical was never meant to last, but the essence of the light remains within the inner eye. Watching as the profiles of the mountains kiss the sky, learning how to let the heavy attachments finally die. Softer than the whisper, darker than the call. In the fading shadows, we are finding what is real beyond the tangible world and the things that we can feel. The flicker of the spirit is the only thing that stays when the ego disappears in a dim and misty haze. We don't need the clarity of a bright and neon glare to know that the divinity is always standing there. The gray is overlapping with the purple and the blue, changing all the perspectives of the things I thought I knew. The weight of the material is starting to dissolve into a simple mystery that we don't have to solve. I am comfortable with the calming of the evening shade, for I am not a creature that is easily afraid. The ghosts are just the reflections of the beauty we have known, the seeds of the eternity that we have already sown. I'll dance within the twilight where the borders start to bleed, finding all the nourishment that my hungry soul will need, dissolving the boundaries between you and me, becoming but a ripple in a dark and glass-like sea, purer than the silence, deeper than the sleep. In the fading shadows, we are finding what is real beyond the tangible world and the things that we can feel. The flicker of the spirit is the only thing that stays when the ego disappears in a dim and misty haze. We don't need the clarity of a bright and gaze into the blackness of the vast and infinite void, searching for the particles of a dream that was destroyed. But there is a light that's traveling from 1,000,000,000 miles away, a glimmer of a future that is brighter than the day. I am leaving the orbit of the heavy pulling earth.
Oltre i confini della luce, cerco la nostra vera casa,
a destination hidden in the cosmic glowing haze.
We are made of stardust and the energy of light, transcending the limitations of the physical and sight.
The galaxy is calling us to join the grand design,
floating in the silence of the interstellar sea, unlocking the potential of what we're meant to be.
Higher than the nebula, faster than the light. We are going beyond stars, into the great unknown,
toward a destination that the heart has always known.
leaving the map behind us as we navigate the dark,
Following the flicker of a vital,
living spark, infinite and boundless in a universe of grace.
where there is no time or distance,
Only the embrace.
the constellations are the markers on the road toward the sun, a marathon of spirit that has only just begun.
I see the birth of planets in the swirling of the gas, a witness to the miracles that eventually come to pass. I am not afraid of the depth of the abyss, for I have found the meaning in a transcendental kiss.
We are voyagers of wonder, explorers of the soul,
Merging with the vacuum to finally behold. The gravity of heaven is the only force I feel, making the impossible feel tangible and real.
sailing on the solar winds toward a distant shore,
Seeking for the answers that we've never had before.
brighter than the pulsar,
Deeper than the space. We are going beyond stars, into the great unknown,
toward a destination that the heart has always known.
leaving the map behind us as we navigate the dark,
Following the flicker of a vital,
living spark, infinite and boundless in a universe of grace.
where there is no time or distance,
Only the embrace.
across the event horizon,
Through the wormholes of the mind
leaving every limitation.
of the world behind.
We are the astronauts of love,
The pioneers of peace, in a journey of discovery that we'll never, ever see. So far, so bright, infinite.
We are going beyond stars, into the great unknown.
toward a destination that the heart
Has always known.
Leaving the map behind us
As we navigate the dark,
following the flicker of a vital,
living spark, infinite and boundless in a universe of grace. Stars are clashing like the shields of warriors in the dark, and every lightning bolt is a cold and jagged spark. I see the ruins of the dreams we built upon the sand, shattered by the movements of a cruel and heavy hand. The rain is tasting like the salt of many bitter tears.
Il cielo si frantuma sotto il peso dei miei anni, facing the cold reality of all the hidden damages.
The stars are falling like the jewels from a broken crown, and everything we cherished is slowly burning down.
But even in the wreckage, there's a spark of something real,
Gathering the fragments of a world that's been undone,
searching for the traces of the warm and distant sun,
fighting through the chaos of the falling sky.
even through the broken heavens we will find a way
To bridge the gap between the night and the coming of the day.
though the firmament is cracking
and the pillars start to shake.
we are the only promise
That the storm can never break. Rising from the debris with a courage made of steel.
A destiny that only we
Are destined now to seal.
I will not tremble when the thunder shakes the solid ground.
I will not falter when the sirens of the end resound.
My chest is a fortress, my will is a sharp blade.
I am the master of the choices that I've proudly made.
The darkness is a challenge that I'm ready to embrace.
I'll find the beauty in the lines of your exhausted face, and use the fragments of the sky to build a new escape.
Giving our salvation.
A new and better shape.
The storm is just a canvas for the strength we have to show. The seeds of our resilience are beginning now to grow.
Braving the destruction of the atmosphere above.
Armed with nothing but the fierce tenacity of love.
Harder than the diamond,
Bolder than the lion. Even through the broken heavens we will find a way
To bridge the gap between the night
and the coming of the day.
though the firmament is cracking
And the pillars start to shake.
we are the only promise
That the storm can never break. Rising from the debris with a courage made of steel.
A destiny that only we
Are destined now to see.
rebuild the temple, restore the light from the shards of the blue.
We will create the new.
No disaster is final.
No ending is absolute. The spirit is the tree. The soul is the lasting fruit.
Let it fall.
Let it break.
We remain.
We remain. Even through the broken heavens we will find a way
to bridge the gap between the night and the coming of the day.
Though the firmament is cracking and the pillars start to shake. We are the only promise that the storm
Can never break.
Rising from the debris.
With a courage made of steel.
a destiny that only we are destined now to seal. Heavens broken,
But hope
we rise. Heavens broken,
but hope
we rise. Heavens broken.
far too loud for hearts to truly listen now. We lose the meaning in the shouting of the restless crowd. But here within this chamber, where the shadows dance, I find the courage to surrender to a quiet trance.
Il rumore del mondo svanisce oltre il confine,
where words are useless and the spirit starts to shine.
I breathe the stillness of the air like a healing balm,
finding the power in the center of a perfect calm.
Listen to the beating of the pulse beneath the skin,
the journey to the universe that lies deep within.
Everything is clear when the noise is gone.
In the sacred silence, we find the truth we hide.
No more secrets left to carry,
nowhere left to sigh.
a cathedral built of nothing
but the absence of a sound,
where the most profound of mysteries
are finally found, wrapped in the velvet of a wordless dream.
Beneath the frozen lake, the water remains so still,
waiting for the winter
to obey a higher will.
There is a wisdom in the pausing of the frantic grace,
A holy dignity
reflected in a quiet face.
I gather up the pieces of a fragmented, broken day,
And let the stillness wash the bitterness and dust away. It's in the pause between the notes where the music lives,
in the
empty cup that the fountain of the spirit gives.
gravity is pulling us toward the center of the soul,
Where the broken fragments are finally made whole,
empty and yet full,
silent and yet loud. In the sacred silence, we find the truth we hide.
no more secrets left to carry,
Nowhere left to sigh,
a cathedral built of nothing
but the absence of a sound,
where the most profound of mysteries
are finally found, wrapped in the velvet
of a wordless dream.
Do not speak, just let the energy flow like the falling of the soft and heavy snow. It covers the scars and mends the frayed seams,
The language of angels,
the language of dreams. Quiet,
so quiet.
feel the space
Between the heartbeats,
sacred silence. We find the truth we hide.
no more secrets left to carry,
Nowhere left to
a
sigh,
cathedral built of nothing
but the absence of a sound,
where the most profound of mysteries
are finally found, wrapped in the velvet of a wordless dream.
Hush now,
The soul is speaking in the sacred silence.